Hello everyone and welcome back to another installment of Jered Vs Japan, episode 4. Let's get some noms. This episode will focus on food, where to find it, and how to deal with cultural food differences, and even some things to be wary of when dining out in Tokyo. So let's jump into it. In previous episodes, we've talked about Japanese food, but now we're really getting into it. And I can say, over the past few weeks that I've been here, it wasn't hard to tell the difference between American food and Japanese food. First off, let me say that prices in Japan are very much different in that Japanese food is actually very much cheaper than American food. Looking at a menu that I pulled from a nearby restaurant, you can see that most prices are only about 500 to 900 yen, with only some exceptions. And let's just say that's only about $5 per meal, maybe even less, depending on what you get. But that can even change with the number of people if you're splitting meal or with a big group. For example, would be me and a big group that went out dining, ordered a lot of food, and only spent about $10 each. It's crazy to think about. However, another thing to be wary of is how to act accordingly based on the culture. In Japan, smoking in restaurants is perfectly fine, so I'll just give you that as a small warning. But there are some etiquette rules that you might not be aware of. Let's check them out. Before eating, everyone at the table must say "itadakimasu," which is basically your way of thanking either the universe or the chefs for the food. And after it would be "gochisousama deshita." This is also your way of basically saying thank you for the meal or it was delicious. So that might be one of the very few small customs in Japan. However, it makes a big difference when people are looking at you or if you're eating out with Japanese students. However, one thing to note that is I've also noticed portion sizes are much smaller and even fast food tastes surprisingly better / healthier if that's even possible. Now, onto the culture shock part. I'll be honest, it was rough for me to get used to the noodles and rice being a regular part of my meals every single day. However, if you feel the same, don't be afraid to venture out and find something that you're familiar with or know. Like, for example, I went to McDonald's and KFC, and it wasn't bad. It's okay to go and find food that you like and that makes you comfortable. Domino's is also a very big option if you're a pizza lover. However, if you're ordering pizza in a Japanese restaurant, I'd be careful that you know exactly what you want and can display that to the chef. I made the mistake of that, and I wound up with ketchup on my pizza accidentally. Another thing I would also recommend is learning to make a few simple dishes that you can go to the grocery store, buy the ingredients for, and make at home. Cooking is a vital aspect if you want to live abroad, and it can help you save money and even avoid having to go out every single day. Well, I'd say that's a wrap, and with this, we've unlocked the next episode. Find out what it is next time on Jered Vs Japan. Sayonara!